Hello and welcome into Taft Gaming. Here we go, we started off again guys. So I've done a little bit off camera, not much. So basically around the house I just built this little area up. And yeah, it's not a bad view this morning. Bit cloudy, but yeah, not too bad. So yeah, I just built a little area up there. Put the old washing line up. Started my washing. Yeah, it's just decoration, that's all guys, just round by the house. I've started. So yeah, made a little park for the kids, grandkids, whatever role play you want to use. This is in decorations. Obviously there's mud in it, so I'm hoping by a miracle, same as this, there's mud in this as well. I'm hoping by some miracle some flowers will grow, but I can't see it. But yeah, that would have been a nice touch or a nice feature if that happened. But yeah, like I said, this is just a little play area, a bit of a role play scenario again. Grandkids or kids come here. Oh yeah, you know, same again, always got the scenarios in my brain, but yeah, never really do a role play to be honest. Got out bins out for the bin collection, and yeah, this is a spot for me and the wife. At the end of the evening or first thing in the morning, come down here and have a cuppa, sit round the lake. So relaxing guys. Nice cuppa, get the paper out or the tablet. Yeah, you know what it's like. But yeah, thought that was a good idea. Same again, bit of a role play scenario, but yeah, never really play it. As you can see, I haven't really cleaned anything as in woodland yet. I've still left it all alone. I've put a little path down here. Don't know what it's going to be used for yet. It looks pretty flat to be honest by there, but all this area and round the fields. I've added another 2 bits of road in just to get to the shop. And yeah, these are the fields what comes already with the map. You've got a sell area here. I think you've got the animal dealer here as well, to be honest. I'm not 100%. But we started with a production and I didn't even know when it was the wood, the sawmill. Like the little sticker as well. I think that's pretty cool when they put them little stickers round. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty open map at the moment, guys. And that's the edge of the map there, that little white line. So it ain't a super huge map. But yeah, there's not many areas that is flat at all, to be honest. So yeah, this one don't look too bad, but when you get down to ground level, you can see it's not flat at all. So yeah, it is a bit of a struggle to make any sort of a build on this. But as you come down into the valley, it don't look too bad along here. It's quite misty this morning as well. I think that's a good effect with that mist on everywhere, but yeah, that could get annoying as well. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe by here stick some animals maybe. So that'd be another bit of land I'd have to buy. But yeah, I've actually stuck 2 fields in as well, which actually took me hours and hours and hours with this plough. Because yeah, honestly, I can't stand them ploughs at all, and I can't quite get in the corners as well. But we're up to like 75 in some areas and 97 yield bonus in others. That's just because there's all patches and stuff. Because the ground wasn't really, I don't know whether you want to call it fertile ground or what, but yeah, I didn't get much grass or much hay off it. I didn't cut one field, but I did try cutting a field and mulching it just to trying to get ahead of the steps, to be honest. Because like I said, I do try and get 100% yield bonus, and yeah, I do like to mulch, get that extra 2.5% or 3%, whatever it is. And as you can see, this field is really patchy compared to this one. There's the odd patch here and there, but yeah, that field for some reason is really patchy. Right then, so let's crack on with the build then, guys. I've speed this up as much as I can now, but hopefully it ain't too fast. But yeah, I'm going to try and build my farm down on this bit of land here. But yeah, some of these sheds I haven't used since bloody hell, probably Farm Sim 19. So I'm just going to do a build with just mainly base game stuff, to be honest. Just for the, like I said, I've already done one build and I sort of mixed it up a little bit. But yeah, nothing this big, I don't think. But yeah, I do like some of these buildings, and yeah, this is probably going to be too many buildings really to start off with. Especially the second building I put down. This one is quite big, to be honest. I'd probably fit everything in there. But yeah, there's still quite a bit of machinery, and I don't think we need any more tractors, but as the game goes on, you never know if we turn it into a multiplayer. Same again, people always got their own preferences and favourite vehicles they like to use. But at the moment, yeah, I've just stuck with the base game vehicles. And this is the only modded shed I'm going to use at the moment. This was in, I don't think it was in 19, but it was definitely in 22. And yeah, I do like this feature where you can make your own colours as well. That's something different. So that's not a bad mod as well, something different. I'm not going to end up matching this at all, I can see. It's not going to match the other colours. There probably is a way of doing it if you're patient enough, guys, but yeah, I haven't really messed around with this colour tool. But yeah, I think this was that a mod or an actual thing in the game now? I can't remember, because I did download a mod as well. But same again, I think that should have been a base game thing anyway, where you can change the colours of everything. So yeah, I'm going to mess around with some of these textures as well, guys. Because yeah, like I said, this map has got quite a few different textures appeared to the base game. So I'll probably mess around with these. I'll probably change my mind quite a few times how I look. Same as anything, once you start playing the game and you start getting your favourite textures and stuff. So yeah, I just don't know at the moment. And yeah, as you can see there, guys, as well. Excuse me. I can change to the round painting texture now in the painting brush. So we've just had a new update and we've had some new mods again. But with the update, you can actually change it to the circle again. And yeah, I've speeded up a bit too much now, but you can see it's a lot more, you can be a lot more precision with it. It works a lot better, the circle. You can do smaller areas, you know, it ain't all one big go, and it's overlapping in the grass in most places, as you can see. That's because it's a square, but if you change it to the circle, it doesn't overlap the grass so much. Now this texture I like the look of quite a bit, to be honest. But I don't think it's going to work out as a road. I did try it, but I think it's just too lumpy and too bumpy, to be honest. It was quite a bumpy ride to test that, to be honest. But yeah, it's a nice looking texture, and it really is quite good, to be honest. But yeah, that'd be sort of what it should be for like a rough road terrain, I suppose. But yeah, as you can see, I'm bouncing around like a lunatic in there. So yeah, I might have to change that quite a bit. And like I said, I always change my mind. So now I'm trying to get rid of these lumps and bumps with the softening, not the smoothing, like I said last time. It's the softening tool. But some buildings, like I said, they won't let you get right up close to it. So with practice and a bit of patience, I suppose, and playing around, you will get close to some of the buildings. Sometimes you might just have to change the shape. But yeah, if the worst scenario and you can't get it to flatten or smoothen or soften, yeah, well, I'll do it in this process if this won't work now. But I will probably have to delete the building, maybe level or soften the area, or yeah, we'll just have to see as it goes. Because like I said, some like this one now, it's not letting me go right up close, so that lump is going to be there right in front of the door. And yeah, that's not going to be very practical, to be honest, guys. So like I said, I'm going to be playing around with the textures, I'm going to be changing the patterns. Because yeah, like I said, I haven't really had time to play around with all the textures on this map yet. Because I want to try and do it live with you guys. There's only a few little, like I said, there's only that little bit by the house and the washing line I've put up. But textures and things like that, yeah, I want to mess around. And yeah, if you guys haven't done it, then yeah, you might be able to see the textures I'm using, and yeah, you might fancy it. Same again, it's always back to my thinking process. I'll change my mind sometimes about 10 times sometimes. I'm so indecisive. But yeah, it's down to preference and style how you play the game as well, guys. You might not even like anything I'm doing. But yeah, like I said, that's up to you how you play the game. But yeah, I'm not saying copy me at all. I'm just saying, like, here's some ideas. This is how I'm doing it. If you like it, yeah, carry on and take it. And as you can see there now, I've gone smaller. It doesn't overlap on the grass so much. So yeah, I'm glad they put this little brush back in as well, to be honest. Yeah, they can tidy things up, road edges and round buildings much better. As a squared, as you can see, it takes out quite a big chunk. But yeah, with the round circle, you can be a lot more precise and take it the way you want to take it. But yeah, I will change my mind quite a few times on here, to be honest. Especially when you start using it as well. You'll end up start changing the layout maybe. Maybe add gates, fences. You know, it's all a work in progress. And same again, if you all like it, then we can turn it into a multiplayer as well. And yeah, if you've got any ideas, then yeah, chuck them in the comments, guys. Don't be scared to chuck them in the comments. Any feedback is good feedback, whether it's good, bad, or whatever. It's always nice to have a comment. And maybe you found a good texture you like, and maybe I'd be copying you, maybe. Same again, unless I see it or know, then yeah. But yes, this texture is pretty good on some of them. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to mix and match. I'm just going to be testing it, different areas, and just to see what all these look like. But yeah, if it fits in, then I'll leave it, or I could end up changing different areas and matching it up with that, you know. It all comes down to personal preference again, guys. How you play the game. But yeah, I am struggling to get that, as you can see. And I've speeded this up quite a bit as well, guys, to try and get this over and done with as well. I did leave this section inside, guys, but yeah, as I come out of here now, you see how bumpy and lumpy this road really is. It's deadly. So yeah, I definitely might have to change this bit. Yeah, so I definitely didn't think it was going to affect it that much, because textures don't normally change the game that much when you're riding on it, but yeah, it definitely does. Even the crunch under the wheels, I love all that now they've added that. I think that's quite cool for all the different textures and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure. We've had some silos drop again today, which is these ones. But yeah, I don't know what to do with these, yeah. I don't know whether to put silos down or just leave it as it is for now and just carry on with the buildings. Because yeah, I do need to sort these buildings out, to be honest. Trying to level them off and stuff. But that was a new feature as well. There's two different styles of building now. So one's like a well, they're both multi-fruits, but it looks like one stacks and one don't now. So that means, like, if there's another one by it, it won't share the materials. They'll just keep it all in one, if that makes sense. Because the old one used to share materials, so if there was another one near it, they'd share the contents, whatever was inside it, to be honest. So yeah, it was a pretty good feature, but now you've got the options, so if you don't want it to, you don't have to have it, so yeah. And yeah, as you can see, guys, I'm going to end up changing my mind with this, because that's a bit lumpy and bumpy, that is. Yeah, it made me feel a bit seasick jumping around in that cab. But yeah, I will use that that texture definitely, like, because yeah, it's pretty good, even if it's like on the road somewhere, just here and there, scattered around. So yeah, I do like that texture, to be honest. I'm hoping this. But here's the thing, see, this is on a mod, because this is a modded map, and this is something he's added to the game. So obviously, unless Giant implements this type of texture, then we're not going to get it on another map unless someone else can use it, or yeah, so it's a bit of a shame as well when you do things like that, because I think, yeah, it's pretty good texture actually, something different again, and yeah, it does. You definitely feel like you're on a rough road. But yeah, like I said, I will combine it or mix it in somewhere along the line. Definitely, I don't want to get rid of it totally on the map or off the road, you know. But it's also got to be like practical as well, so I ain't going down potholes every 2 minutes. Because like you've seen already, this map is not flat at all, so there's going to be its own lumps and bumps here, there, and everywhere anyway, probably. But yeah, I do like the texture, and yeah, I will use it more often. But up to now, like I said, I'll get the shape, and once I start using this sort of area for machines and stuff, I might even change different things again, or the layout of it, or something. Because like I said, we haven't added no silos, no clamps, no nothing yet. So yeah, as I'm playing, I'll start working things out where things can go. And at the moment, there's more mods dropping, and yeah, so you just never know what's going to drop. And if it's something from 22 I like, even if it's a vehicle, building, texture, something like, I could end up changing it again. So yeah, I don't want to keep changing and changing and changing when new stuff keep coming out, because yeah, there's still mods I want or I'm hoping to get in the game. But yeah, that little dip, I just don't think I can handle that. I need to change that. And I did actually forget there was so many entrances on this building as well, guys. And this is a base game building. I totally forgot how many there is. I knew it was massive, so like I said, I'll probably get all my machinery in here. But yeah, I forgot there was loads of doors as well, so I'll probably end up having to paint them in as well. Different textures, but as you can see there, like, it looks like the grain's worn away, so yeah, that looks pretty good texture. Little patches here and there, little bumps, I don't mind that so much, but if it's a continuous up and down, and yeah, and like I said, I'm going to be playing around with these textures all the time now, until I find the right ones for me and my game style. But yeah, that lump has got to go. If it wasn't so far across, like, that'd be okay. I can handle that, because I'm not going to really be driving around there so much. But the same again, I'll add different textures and different things around the side of the buildings as well. Because yeah, I do like it to look used. But yeah, I totally forgot how many doors was on this building. And the way the light's coming through the windows and the doors look quite cool as well. So we definitely got plenty of machine space, so we see. So I'm hoping there's not going to be many buildings we're going to need, to be honest. I think this is a bit overkill as it is. Because I usually park my tractors in here. Like I said, I don't always use the base game storage sheds, or halls, whatever you want to call them, because that one looks like a hall, it's that big. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad now. But like I said, I will end up changing different things as well as I'm playing. Machinery, like I said, this is mainly base game at the moment. I think all of it's base game at the moment, to be honest. But yeah, there's the mods are dropping, like that plough. I can't wait for the new plough, because oh gee whiz, it don't take some time to create fields with them horrible base game ploughs, honestly. Right then, so yeah, you can see how much of a lump that is now, can you? So I'm going to try and soften it again, try and match it in like that, like there's bringing up the levels, as you can see, so that might help. But when I place the building again, it could do exactly the same. So like we done with the house, we just might have to level off an area, or just change the area a little bit, but not too much, because there's so much of a hill on there. It will stand out quite a lot. So I'm gently going to, as you can see there, though, you can see it's raised there, so that's going to lower again. That is just going to have a big dip again. You can see it inside the building on the left hand side, which will become a problem again, as you can see. But it's not so much there now. I wasn't as bad as it was, to be honest. So there's a little lip there, but nothing like it was, so that's pretty cool. But this side, yeah, it's still there, but not as much. Maybe I might have to move it over a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to have to change that again, which is a bit of a buggered at the moment because it's just trial and error with all these different buildings, and obviously, like I said, because nothing's flat, you're always going to have something wrong somewhere. But that didn't look too bad from ground level, but as you go up a little bit you can see how bad it really is. So same again this time, I'm going to flatten it and try and make it a little bit bigger like we did with the farmhouse. We ended up having to flatten the area. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come out, you can see where we've already started the build. So like up by the farmhouse, it's already basically marked out for us. So all we got to do is just bring this forward away from the building, and then we should be able to soften it again. Right, I'm not going to change the colour and mess around with the colours this time, guys. I'm just going to chuck it down probably, save all the messing about. So yeah, I'm going to try and line it up where we had it last time. And hopefully it'll be okay now, because I've brought it back all right a bit, like we did with the farmhouse. So it shouldn't have so much of an effect now, because we just levelled it as well. Right, let's have a look at that. So there we go, it's hardly touched at all now, and because we brought, like I said, the level out, all we can do now, we should be able to smooth this off again now. And we should be all okay. There we go, guys. So here's a little tutorial again on the landscaping tool. So all you got to do is just keep messing around, guys. You just got to keep practicing. But that looks pretty good now. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And like I said, the side of the buildings don't really drive on, so if there's a bit of a slope there, that's not too bad. Like I said, because there's like a drainage pipe, I'll probably do a little bit of decoration around there. Any buildings with like a drainage pipe, yeah, I used to stick like a little water feature on 22, because it was like a little painting texture that looked like water. So we might have to do the same again with this one, but this time we might have to just go to the right, closer to our machinery on our right hand side. In hindsight, I should have just moved all that and just been done with it and just moved it right over. But yeah, I'm a bit fussy sometimes. I like to try and keep the buildings as close as I can and line them up the best I can. So hopefully now we should be able to get into that a little bit better now. So we can soften this bit just about. So I can get by that door again, can I? But that doesn't look too bad now, guys. It's improving every time we move the building, to be honest. But same again, if it doesn't work, then I might just have to delete it and just add all the texture and level it all off a little bit. But we'll find out now, see what I can do by here first. I'll keep playing around with it. Like I said, you just got to keep messing around with it sometimes. Because of the new build feature or whatever they've added to the game, it's like certain areas you just can't get to no more. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest, guys. It's not as easy as 22 to landscape, to be honest. It's a bit harder. Right, so I'm trying to level this area off a little bit now. I probably jumped the gun a little bit there. So as you can see, it's stopping me getting close to that building again, which is so frustrating. And like I said, I probably should have moved this machinery, guys. I'm just being lazy. But yeah, I don't want to speed this up too much. I want you to see my process, how I can get this problem solved. Because if anyone hasn't done this before, this is going to be so frustrating for them. And they will probably give up. Right, so I need to get on top of there really, and try and level it from that area, I suppose. So let's start where we had the building and try and level this off. And because all our machinery's there, I'm not going to be able to go right too far. Whereas in hindsight, I should be going quite a bit right now, just to make my life easier, because it's too close to the other building as well. And that's why we can't get that softened, because two buildings are close together. So now if I can take this out a little bit further, like we done with the other building just now, we might be able to work around it. Right, so because that vehicle's there, it's not like raising the ground again. So yeah, if there's anything like that, just move the vehicles, guys. Don't be like me, being a bit lazy, because you will make life hard for yourself. Certain parts you just won't paint, or they will start to paint, or you're just making life hard. Just move the vehicles, guys. Don't be like me. Right, hopefully this will work now. So I've got the softening tool out now, and I'm going to try and soften all the edges and soften the ground we're on if there's any lumps and bumps I've missed. Hopefully this will pick it up. It is a long process, guys, but once you get it, you'll be okay. Right, let's have a look now. So there we go, you can't see hardly anything now. So that's pretty level now, guys. And same again, all you got to do to check if it's level, if you're not sure, is check the price. If it ain't matching what's on the screen, that means it's not level. But that's a lot better now, guys. That's like easy 50-100% better already. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. And yeah, there is workarounds, everything. You just got to know the game a little bit, that's all, guys. So I hope this has given you a little bit of help with the building and the sculpting, guys. So yeah, that's where I am so far. Thanks for your time as always. Much appreciated. Bye.